Start writing down your thoughts. And trust me, you'll be able to make better decisions in the future just because you are writing down your thoughts. Aside from the task or your to-do list, you also need to write down your thoughts, both the good ones and bad ones. When you write down your thoughts, you'll be able to get pattern recognition. You know, when you go back to read what you wrote down, you'll be able to see how you felt. You'll be able to relate to the emotions you had when you were writing it down. And you'll be able to compare it to how you feel at that very moment when you were reading it. So when I go back to read most of the things I wrote in 2020, 2021, you know, and I look at where I am right now, I tend to be very grateful, right? I tend to be very, very grateful. And why is that? It's because I could relate to how I was feeling in 2020 and 2021. Because of the things I wrote down, I could see what my thought process was in 2020 and 2021. And most often, I get to be grateful because comparing that of 2020 and 2026, there's a whole lot of difference. There's a whole lot of, so that alone gives me a sense of gratitude by default. And it was because I wrote it down. I wrote down my thoughts, right? So start writing down your thoughts. And trust me, you'll be able to make better decisions in the future just because you are writing down your thoughts. And that's because you will be able to relate to how you felt when you were writing it down.